It's suede. Yeah, it's actually the same fabric as my jacket. Feel that.
Way, this is nice.
It's really nice. Welcome to my living room, Sean Pettit. It's good to have you here.
Thanks, dude. It's good to be here. You got a nice house, man.
Yeah, it's lovely. Rent's pretty cheap. They don't know that I'm here, so that's why it's cheap.
I've heard of this before. You just kind of sneak in and you make yourself at home till you get, found out and you peace.
Exactly. Back door.
I wouldn't expect these from you.
They're small, but you can still sleep on them. I'm a small guy. So.
You sleep here.
Oh yeah. So you just won the Best Man-Made Air, as well as you're the second place in the Reader Poll Award, which is a huge honor as well. You're known for your grace in the air. You have a beautiful style. Where does that come from? Like you have this uncanny ability that really is pretty unique to the sport.
Yeah, I feel like, to be honest, it comes from what kind of terrain you're riding. And, I grew up in Whistler. And the kind of terrain we got there is it's super playful. And you get to use a lot of the mountain. And we have super easy access to the backcountry. So I feel like, growing up there and being around Whistler a lot has really developed the way I ski. And, many people in the past have said there's a Whistler style. And I totally believe it. There's a Whistler style and just super playful and use features super uniquely, natural features on a mountain. So yeah, I mean that's the best way I can describe is I have a Whistler-like style, I guess you could say,
Right on. Well, let's talk about that air specifically. Like, did you see it and you're just like, oh yeah, I could do that and then that and then that, or like, how did that evolve into what it became on screen?
Yeah, I actually looked at it for a really long time. I had dislocated my fibia 2 weeks prior to that day, and my leg, it wasn't feeling amazing, and we went up that day, and conditions, they were not perfect. There never are when you're filming, and the snow was probably about probably 4 or 5 inches until it was hard pack. So it was really a small amount of snow, and that was we were on a trip in Alaska, and that was probably the biggest air I had done the whole trip. But that day, I had done a line just beside that line actually, and a little pocket had ripped out, and it's doesn't necessarily excite you too much.
Yeah, conditions don't really sound great at all for this air.
They really weren't perfect at all. Yeah. It wasn't ideal and wasn't in our favor. But I had a mission on that trip, and I was like, I want to do this off of a feature like that, and that one I was like, this could be really perfect for it, and just kind of rallied into it, pretty freestyle-ish, and didn't really know exactly where the takeoff was, kind of a rollover, and then saw a little peak where I could pop off of. There was no distinct takeoff, so
All paid off. I mean, yeah, here you are.
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about your brother for a minute because he's up for a couple of awards tonight. You must be pretty proud of him, excited for him as well.
Totally. Yeah, dude. I having my bro here is awesome. He deserves the fucking world. He's like one of the most talented skiers I know for sure. Like he's incredible with the mountain. His natural style and the way he plays the mountain is so inspirational and like uncanny, and like I can't even comprehend with some of the things he does and like how he gets speed and the way he like just moves his body is like insane, and I'm stoked he's finally getting credited for it for sure. So stoked to actually be filming with him this coming season. We're going to be working on a little project called Super Proof that I've started up, and we're going to be putting out some short films via superproofinc.com. And
Who's going to be filming?
We got Brandon Kelly as our filmer, Lee Powis as a director and editor, and pretty much I'm kind of taking control of this project and just trying to bring in some key talents like my brother Callum Pettit and Mike Hennetuck, Pep Fuhas, and just some other key dudes that'll be involved throughout the year that we're really looking forward to working with. Even like some jib dudes like Max Hill and Lee will film a little bit too. So we're looking forward to a kind of a whole new project, new idea, and new concept that we're pretty stoked about.
Awesome, man. Well, can't wait to see it. Congrats again on the awards, and enjoy the show.
Cheers. Hell yeah.
Awesome, dude. Thanks,
buddy.
man.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate it.